putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a
Hi!
What's going on?
How you doing?
Where is that voice coming from?
My mouth.
Oh, hi. Are you is that like an app or something?
No, I just adjusted my voice a little bit to mess with you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful edition of the Otter's Den with your hosts, Keith and Joni.
Happy Monday.
Hey, Joni, try to point at me. Ha!
Now, I had to do it backwards that way.
Yeah, I switched the mirror view on the camera.
Oh, so we're not backwards?
So if we need to show something, hang
Wait, like a picture or
something up and show it, the words are actually right. Like on my sign right there, you can actually
Oh.
instead of them being backwards.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did that.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Chris. Hey, Lois.
I'm glad you did that because last night Greg was trying to show me what I sent him and it was typed. And I go, it's backward. I can't read it because we were FaceTiming.
Yeah, when I was setting the show up tonight, there's a little button up here you can hit with 3 dots and you can turn the camera around.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I did it.
Well, I should, because I was trying to read something backward. And I'm like, I can't read that. It's backward. He's like, no, it isn't. And I had to screenshot it and send it to him. And then he's like, oh, that's backward. I'm like, whatever. Freaking Scorpio.
Hey, what's wrong with Scorpio?
It's just, I'm like, it's backward. He didn't believe me. He thought
I believed you.
He just thought, why is she acting stupid? I'm like, no, it's backward. Then he believed me. So what is going on this happy Monday?
It was a good Monday.
It was look at my vape. It's constellations.
Oh, that's cool.
Look, it's a constellate. Look. Watch.
Nice.
Yeah. And now we can't buy them here. They stopped selling them. So I have to go all the way across the river to get some.
Yeah, I heard that they passed a law.
That was so stupid. Why not just, they did it for minors. Why not just go get the minors that people that are selling to the minors?
Exactly. Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen, the founder of RNN himself, over here, Howie Odell.
hi, everybody. Well, you know what it is, don't you?
Michelle.
Kentucky's a tobacco state. So the lobbyists got to the representatives. That's just me saying
Money.
that. I made that up.
It's my opinion as well.
It I'm sure it is because nobody's smoking anymore. They're vaping.
That is something I'm going to work on here. First part of this year is Xing these out of my life.
Yeah, and you can do it when you vape, very easily.
I've got a vape downstairs, but I'm going to try to just.
Well, this way you don't have nothing. You just do it. And what happens is, though, then your state will say no more vapes because we're not getting any money.
Mm-hmm. Well, something I've thought about.
You know,
they want everybody to quit smoking, but cigarettes are one of the most taxed things there is. So if everybody quits smoking, they're not going to get the tax off of these. What are they going to raise it on?
Well, they'll find something.
In my mind, the taxes that we pay should be shared among all products. Don't tax one individual over another. Just my opinion.
Like a flat tax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would make too much sense. That would make sense. But when I guess, a tobacco, state, and then people are vaping and they're not smoking. And then it's like, oh, well, we're just going to take them away.
Yep.
So, and then they're using the excuse that, oh, that way kids won't get them. Well, kids shouldn't be buying them anyway.
No, they shouldn't be.
So you should get the vape shops that are selling to kids. And vape shops don't sell to kids anyway.
Well, it's easy for a kid to get a fake ID these days.
Well,
it wasn't that difficult when I was a teenager, but it's even easier now. So I get that. But as they got a camera system, they card, hey, I got the ID, because law enforcement sets up sting operations. They'll have a minor with a fake ID going to the bar.
Ridiculous. Just
to see if they get carded.
Well,
and I understand the point.
Yeah.
But that's how they get the people that are selling to minors. But Nebraska is looking at taxing a lot of things that it didn't tax before. One of the things that upsets me a little bit is going to the zoo. They want to tax going to the zoo.
Well, that's silly.
That's a place where you can take your family, your kids, and have a good time. It's educational. I don't feel that should be taxed.
A zoo should be free.
Mm-hmm.
Like a park.
Well, it should be, but they do have to have revenue in order to take care of everything and the upkeep and the food and the employees. So I get charged and to go in. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I just have a problem with them taxing it.
I'll tell you, I know. So here we go. We're fasten your seatbelts because we're starting right now till end of December. We're in it now. Now we're in the long haul. I think, like you were saying, it kicks off with this full moon.
Welcome to 2025, baby. Tonight is the full moon in Cancer.
Yep.
Full moons releasing things that no longer serve you, things that you don't want in your life anymore. As my cat crawls across the doorway back there.
Yes.
Things like this. You want to quit smoking? Set your intentions tonight.
Yep.
Set your intentions. Put your stones and crystals out. Make your moon water. Sage your home. Smudge it. Cleanse it. If you don't know how to do that, clean it. Light a candle. Burn some incense.
Yep.
As
And
my
this one is in Cancer, and Cancer is the nurturer. Cancer's the mother. So it's saying, Capricorn is the worker. Capricorn is the one that sets goals and works hard and
yes,
says, and they're opposing and says to Cancer, quit whining, quit being so emotional, get out there and do the hard work. And then Cancer runs away and cries. And so you got to find a balance between the two axes. It's an axis.
I was fighting that very scenario all weekend.
Yeah.
I lost someone, and that was very close to me, like my own child, and that hit. And I was gradually coming out of it, and then they announced when the funeral was going to be, and that's finalization, and so that knocked me back down a couple of weeks. So I sat a lot this weekend, thinking and reminding myself of things. And then yesterday afternoon, I actually finally got up and I started doing some dusting downstairs. And if you know me,
work?
I like to dust. But
Didn't you go to work?
No, I went to work.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday was Sunday. I'm off Friday.
Oh,
Saturday and
okay.
Sunday.
Okay.
I work Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay.
But I got up this morning and I felt a lot better. I went to work. It was a good day of work.
Good.
It's just working through things. You got to process it. You got to let the feel. You have to feel your feels.
That's right.
Let me rephrase that. You don't have to, but if you want to process and heal from them, you need to feel them, because if you can't feel them, you don't know what to heal from. You don't know where to look. You don't know what to process.
Right.
You got to be able to feel your feelings. So many people are afraid of that, especially guys.
Men.
They'll
you have to honor grief.
I'm sorry, what?
You have to honor grieving.
Yes.
And you have to honor your feelings of upset and honor that, because it's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to go away, and it's time.
Yes.
Time is the only thing you've got for grief. And it's hard. It's probably, it's like divorce. Divorce is a death. But when somebody passes, they're okay, but you're going to miss them, and you have to honor that process. And it is a process. This was an emotional moon to do it on. Highly emotional moon.
Yes. And that added to what I was going through.
Yeah.
I said over and over, I usually start feeling the full moon full, 3 days before. I got a crescendo, then the full moon.
Yeah.
Night, and then the gradual down. It starts about 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, but the main is 3 and 3.
Well, this one is trining Uranus, which is good. It's got favorable stuff to it. But anytime you have anything with Cancer, and especially a full moon, it's going to be an emotional one.
Yes.
It's going to be very emotional. But the sun is trining Uranus too right now, which is, as always, the sun is shining a light on innovations, ideas. Could be new, weird, kind of quirky relationships. Anything might pop up out of nowhere. Might be weird. It's going to illuminate.
Weird don't bother me.
Uranus wants you to be authentic.
Yes.
And be yourself. So it's just, you're getting there's a lot of energy, and there's a lot of power-packed energy going on. And I know I'm a broken record, but from now until the end of the year, this is how it's going to be.
Yeah, we're going to be going, ooh,
oh, God.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Especially if you know why,
yeah,
it's easier to handle those ups and downs. It's easier to find that balance, that flat line. Especially if you do shadow work.
Yeah.
Shadow work and dark nights of the soul. I mean, that can take that wave into a straight line if you decide to dwell there. But if you do the shadow work and you figure your things out from your past, your present, your childhood, if you work through them, then you can start raising your vibration and get back up to here.
But this is a hard moon to be going through something where you're emotional to begin with.
Hey,
Because
Ryan.
just adding a Cancer element in there is about tenfold.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's emotional and it's fighting with Capricorn, where Capricorn's saying, shut up, just get busy. You're just being a big baby.
And
Stop it.
I might have told myself that a little bit.
Did you?
Afternoon, just get up.
Well, that's the full moon.
Get up. And so I did. But Scorpios, we feel deep anyway. Emotions, we feel emotions in a very unique way. Strong, deep.
The deepest.
And so when you add all this other in, it gets even deeper. And so it makes it a little bit harder to climb back up that flight of stairs to get back up on your main floor, out of your basement. Hey, Peggy.
Scorpio is the in-depth thinker. I mean, you feel it, you think things through, you think like no other people. That's why I think you might be good matched up with a Scorpio woman.
I've often thought about that.
I think it would be a good match.
I'd know how to handle her. She'd know how to handle me. We'd both be okay with being, alone time.
Yeah.
That way she can do her thing. I can do my thing, and we can do our thing. I have kind of.
I think it'd be a good match.
I can't find any Scorpio women.
Surely. I think it would be a good match.
I even broke down and got on a couple of dating sites, and I got on Facebook dating here, and just to see again if it's changed, and it hasn't. It hasn't changed a bit. It's scary as hell. On the Facebook dating, I couldn't find one Scorpio. The other websites, I couldn't find one. I've taken myself back off of them.
Did you get off of them? Set that right now again? You got on them and then got back off of them again that quick?
Yes.
So nothing has changed.
No.
Okay. So speaking of electronics and like a Sun trine Uranus, electronics, Uranus, right? So, TikTok is getting ready to go bye-bye, maybe. Who knows? Well, what the kids have done, because I work with a young girl, everybody that was on TikTok is now going to an app called Red Note.
Never heard of it.
It's Chinese TikTok. So they are getting the app. It's all in Chinese. And the kids they're like, well, they're accusing us of them taking our information. Let's just give it to them. So they're getting on the app, all the kids are doing it. It's freaking hilarious. They're now learning Chinese because all of the people, the app is only in Chinese. They are working very hard to get translations into English now that all the TikTokers are going to Red Note.
Yeah.
So now they're all making new Chinese friends. They're like, why are they saying that these people don't like us? Everybody loves us and they love us. And they're like, we need to respect their rules because they have strict rules on dress, how you dress and how you act. So the kids are all going over to Red Note. So it is hilarious. It was the number 3 downloaded app in the world today.
Wow.
So TikTok's got a backup set up too called, I forget what that's called. I just got on. There's a backup for TikTok. They made a new platform. We've got Red Note. Here's the Red Note stuff. It's absolutely hilarious. Look, it's all in Chinese. And people were laughing, and they said, you join Red Note because the government said you can't give your data directly to China.
Yeah.
And they're going in and this guy says, "Where's my spy friends?" So the joke now on Red Note is they're calling all of us spies.
Interesting.
So I said the kids are now meeting new friends, they're learning a new language, and they're having fun with people that from all the way around the world. And I think it's great. And I thought, here comes the age of Aquarius, right? Here comes Aquarius. The kids are all going to Red Note. I think it's hilarious. It's just like TikTok. But now TikTok has also come up with another platform, and it transfers all your TikTok stuff over to the new app. So TikTok opened up a new app that you sign up for, and it moves all your stuff over. It's just another name.
Well, okay.
You know what? Screw. You know what? You know what Vicky said? Around and find out with us.
Hang on. Let me add to that point. Okay, that's actually an ingenious idea. If the USA bans TikTok,
right?
Make a new platform with a different name, move everything over.
I just moved all my stuff over. I just did it.
Hang on. The Biden administration, sorry to get political, passed laws where we couldn't drill in the Gulf of Mexico. Why do you think?
Change the name.
Hang on. Let me talk. Why do you think Trump wants to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? Nullifies that law. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's right. They just did it to TikTok. I think it's hilarious. I've just put all my stuff in, and if it goes through, all my TikTok stuff will just automatically go over to this new place. That's genius.
And what's the name of that one?
Lemon something. It'll, when you get on TikTok, get on your TikTok account, and it'll pop up and tell you to do it.
Lemonade.
Lemon 8.
Lemon and the number 8.
Lemon 8. Yeah. So we'll just so much for TikTok getting banned.
It's
the
technology.
Kids are going right to China.
Yeah, it's technology. There's ways around things.
Isn't that
legislation?
funny?
Ways around things.
I love that the kids are talking to another country clear across the world and making new friends, and I think it's wonderful. I think it's great. Lemon 8, that's what it's called. But when you get on TikTok, you'll just sign up, and it says if they ban it, your stuff will automatically go over to Lemon 8.
Okay. I've recently been getting notifications. Hey, so and so requested to follow you on Lemon 8. I'm like, I'm not on that.
Right.
So that's what this is all about.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, because they're sending TikToks over there, but the kids are all going to Red Note.
Yeah, I'm not going to Red Note.
Well, they like Red Note now. So who knows what the kids are going to do?
Learning another language, there's nothing wrong with that. That can help them in the future, be translators or what have you.
It's freaking hilarious. They're signing up directly and putting in their information. They said, well, they're saying that we're getting spied on. We might as well just give it to them. That's hilarious.
Wait for it. Just wait for it. Do you know who else is spying on you? The United States government.
Right. And the kids know it. The kids aren't stupid. Why do you think they're doing this? I think it's great.
If a hacker wants your information, they're going to get your information.
Well, you know what's funny is this is the energy moving into Aries, standing up, being loud, and we're going into the age of Aquarius saying, no, we want freedom. You don't tell me what I can and cannot watch. And you know what? We're going to get together as the collective, because that's Aquarius, is the collective. And we're going to show you what we can do.
Yeah.
And they're doing it. It's hilarious.
The only reason I actually have TikTok is because of some of the filters. I like making funny videos once in a while. It's just,
I love TikTok. I'm on TikTok now more than anything.
I've got an X account. I don't get on it. I don't have any followers. I've got Rumble. I don't have any followers. I've tried to get followers. I can't get followers. There's two other ones I think I'm on, and I just can't get any followers on there. So I just don't get on.
I like TikTok. Well, I think TikTok is good if you like certain like crafty stuff, and you know what I mean? It's really neat. I think it's funny. I love that the kids are doing this. Welcome to the age of Aquarius.
Yes. We are.
Well, now the kids, Laura, are putting the stuff, or Sarah, their kids are giving it right to them. That's hilarious. That's classic.
You can't make this stuff up.
It's great. I love that generation. I
haven't said this in a long time. That's messed up.
I think it's great.
That's messed up.
It's fun. This is how things are going to roll all year. And it's just, you hear this stuff, and I just laughed. We were laughing so hard at that people that were trying to talk Chinese today.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's trying to learn Chinese now, the kids. And they're trying to speak in it. It's hilarious. And they're making new friends. It's and they're like, oh, now please respect them, because this is their app. This is their culture. We got to dress properly. It's like, what? These are our kids.
What did the Chinese couple name their child when they saw it had blue eyes?
What?
Something Wong. That's one of the very few jokes I know.
Oh, it's so fun. Well, good for the kids. Good for the kids. I think it's great. I think that's Aquarius. Here we go. And it's coming in quick. It's coming in quick. But we got a lot going on this week, but this is going to be every week of the year. That Uranus trine to the sun really shines a light and wants you to really step into your authenticity.
Authenticity. Yes.
Being uniquely you. Be uniquely you.
There's actually a lot of people out there that cannot handle me.
Well, that's their problem.
It is. I'm not a man of a lot of words. If I got something to say, I say it. If you ask me a question, I answer your question. You may not like the answer I give you, but I'm not going to lie about it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Laura nearly spit on her screen when I told that joke.
Well, you know what? And then tomorrow, Venus is squaring Jupiter. The two fun guys are arguing, but it's still a really good energy field.
Yes.
That's the 14th. Now, the big one for the week is the sun is going to be opposing Mars. That's on the 15th. And that could just be power struggles. Just kind of watch that at work with authority figures, power struggles. It could be fighting with your dad. It could be father figures.
Authority figures,
power struggles, that kind of crap. And then Venus squaring Jupiter might be, oh, I'm in love. It's great. It's you overindulge into something.
Hey, Keith, I got a crush on you. just give it a couple days, you'll get over it.
Well, and that's what happens because Venus goes in and conjunct Saturn, and that energy, Saturn says, wait a minute, hit the brakes. You are not in love. So that's all in 1 week. So just kind of
take your time. Don't jump into anything.
Correct.
I have learned that
correct.
lesson a few times. And
Correct.
that's why I decided to take some time to work on me.
Yeah.
You know, except for a 9-month lesson. That's how I refer to it now. I have been single for 5 or 6 years now.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't even date. Dating doesn't interest me at all. I want when I find somebody, I want a relationship. I don't want to date different people. It's too expensive. It takes too much time and energy. And, you know, you go out with somebody, spend some time with them. Their energy is with you for a while.
Yeah.
I want to keep my energy with my energy until I meet somebody that I want to share that energy with.
Get on the dating app this week.
Because I just got off of them.
Oh, did you get rid of all of them?
I told you that earlier.
But I didn't. How long did you have them for? A couple days?
No, about a month.
Get back onto one good one or something.
My main issue with these dating websites, they say free dating website. Okay. Yeah. So you take 45 minutes to go in, write your introduction, do all this work.
Yeah.
And then someone sends you a message, you click on reply. Join now so you can reply. 1 week, $19.99.
What?
$39.99. Nope, I'm out. I'm done. No.
We'll just do free. Facebook dating has got to be free.
I've still got that on here. I haven't taken it off yet.
Okay, get on that this week just to do an experiment, because the Sun trine Uranus, something might fly out of that.
Okay. And what day is that on?
It's right now.
Okay.
All week. Just this week, just as an experiment.
This week, okay.
Do it this week and let's just see. Let's just experiment. Because
Sarah, that is huge. Empaths need to be with someone that matches their energy. That is huge because a lot of times an empath ends up being with a narcissist. I know people overplay those words, but it is true.
Yeah, they do. But you should be matching up with somebody that's matching your energy to begin with.
Yeah, well, not wrong. But a narcissist, they will love bomb you. They will be somebody. They'll have a mask on, and you won't find out who they really are until after you either move in together or you get married, and then I can take my mask off and be
just
I'm watching TV now.
Put in your little resume or your little thing about yourself, just put looking for Scorpio.
Yeah, I could do that.
Scorpios apply.
It's just saying.
Gemini need not apply.
I'm a little leery of Taurus too, just saying.
Yeah. Just put that down. Put that in your little thing, in your thing. It talks about you.
Michelle Barone brought up a good thing. Match.com, if somebody spends money, they are serious and won't mess with you. You are both investing in your future. That's a good point, but there are a lot of scammers out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for it. There's too many of them out there. I wouldn't pay for it. I would do the Facebook one. Do the Facebook one.
Sarah, you trip over the coffee table and they trip over it too, trying to save you. That's match energy. Absolutely. That is love right there. That is love.
Instead of laughing at you.
Yeah. I'd do that too, but.
Or say, oh, get up. Are you okay? And then they're laughing at you, making fun of you.
Yeah.
But try it this week, because we have the full moon. That I like Sun trine and Uranus. I really like that one. And then the Venus one, by Wednesday, you're going to have a love match. I swear, by the 14th, you're going to have a love match. And then by 16, 17, the 18th, it's going to be done.
Okay, now hang on. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Sun Trine Uranus is happening right now, and I'm supposed to get on the dating site. And the 14th, which is tomorrow,
Yes.
something's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And then it's over by the 18th.
Well,
Jupiter's
right? Because Jupiter's going to square Venus tomorrow, so it's going to be this great over expansion, and it's going to be all this love hitting you, and then by the 18th, Saturn comes in and says, "Stop it."
I knew I needed this jar. I knew it. I brought it up earlier before I even set the show up. I need them.
No, you're an experiment. You're doing this for scientific reasons. I want you to put in there Scorpio wanted or something. I don't know. Make it a little bit more creative than that.
Okay, I'll go in and make some adjustments after I get off the show.
Yeah,
how's that?
Do that, and
Just for
then
you.
let's do. This is a scientific experiment.
Hey, Ash. That's my
Okay.
daughter over here. That's my
Hi,
daughter.
Ashley. So I want to, and then, by the 18th, done deal. But the 19th, Mercury comes in, so you might talk it out by the 19th. We're going to have to watch this love thing, this love match play out.
All right.
Okay. But I think the Sun trine is going to bring, it's a quirky, it's going to be kind of a weird thing.
Laura has a question for you.
Okay.
I'll be typing it.
Okay. And then we'll look at, yeah. But then on the 19th, Mercury comes in and they might talk about it and everything will be fine.
Yes, for some.
Yes, it's going to be scientific experiment. I think it'd be hilarious.
Sarah, I don't make mistakes. I have learning experiences, learning opportunities. I don't make mistakes.
Yeah, I love that. That's so funny.
Looks like Lois is a Scorpio. I didn't know that. Hey, I found a female Scorpio.
Fellow Scorpios, free to apply. Yeah, no, she's saying for you to put that in your thing.
Okay, the blonde snuck out a minute. Sorry.
Lois is being creative for you.
I like that.
Yes, Scorpio on the hunt for his match. Fellow Scorpios, free to apply.
Got it.
Thank you, Lois. Put Geminis need not apply. No, don't put that down because that's just a joke.
Oh,
no, Lois is a Cancer. I was going to say, Lois is not a Scorpio.
My mom was a Cancer and my dad was a Libra, and I ended up a Scorpio Aries Sag.
How'd that happen?
Mom needed a new red dress.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
So dad got what dad wanted, and mom got what mom wanted. Here I am. Here I am.
What that meant.
If it wouldn't have been for that new red dress, I might not be here.
The red dress did it. I have no idea.
Here's a question. She received a message from two mediums who don't know each other from admin. Both said the same exact thing about her receiving a white envelope of something. Do you have any idea what they meant?
Oh,
if it's soft and feels like powder, don't open it.
Maybe it's money. Maybe it's like, I have no idea. Did you not ask him? Oh, it was a message.
Well, white envelope, the color white could be a clue.
Oh, God. Whenever I get a white envelope, it's the IRS.
I'm looking deeper into this. When they say envelope, it might not be a paper envelope. It might be within something else.
News,
like
maybe communication.
Words are not coming. How do I want to explain this? The envelope of a situation, something good may come out of it. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing.
Maybe it's news. Because when you get a letter or envelope, that could be communication or something, maybe. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Adam. Is that the power of 3? Tarot? Your favorite TikTok and Facebook criminal?
I don't know each other from Adam. So she's saying I don't know them from Adam.
Okay, I got you.
So, we used to say that. Oh, I don't know him from Adam.
Me too, girl. Me too.
That would be great.
It would. Maybe buy a lottery ticket. Put it in an envelope.
Well, Uranus trine in the sun. Unexpected. Expect the unexpected.
Yes.
Uranus is the unexpected. Ooh, let's pull up.
I like surprises. Just saying.
Let's pull up the inauguration chart.
Okay. Also, while you're pulling that up, there is a 6-planet alignment happening on the 23rd for like a week or two. There are people out there making big deals over this. It's the big thing is it's pretty in the sky. There's all these planets from here to here, and they're all in a line, and you can see them, and it's pretty. They're not actually in a line. It looks like they're in a line. Their orbits are different. But the main is astrology is what we need to take care of and pay attention to. The planets lining up, it doesn't really mean anything. It's not going to force anything or allow anything to happen. It's just something pretty for us. That's my opinion on it.
Astrologically, I looked it up because Rhonda talked about it Saturday.
Hey, I'm big.
Astrologically, it's nothing.
Yeah. Might be enveloped in something. Yes.
I can't open this. How come it won't open? Do I have to go in and try to get it again? I might be gone, but I'll come right back if you lose me.
I think I can probably keep them entertained.
Okay, here it is. There we go.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, go.
Oh, okay. This is because everybody's asking, and we're all getting all the fear mongering over the inauguration on the 20th. So I pulled up. Whose is that? Oh, that's DJT's chart.
Yep.
Donald J. Trump's chart. And I should know this damn chart. And my mom, I should know this by heart. What's interesting? The most interesting transit he's got. Okay, his natal chart is in the middle. The planets where they're going to be is going around in the green. That's them transiting around.
Okay.
So we've got the most interesting aspect that I found, and I'm going to keep looking, is the transit south node is going to be hitting his Mars. So I had to look up what that meant. So this is what it means when the transit south node hits Mars. Revisiting old projects on things that were not completed. Karmic element, unfinished business, people from the past, learn lessons. You have to revisit things that did not get completed. Don't be overly aggressive or impulsive. Learn to be more balanced and open up more to getting help from others.
That was my exact weekend.
That's Donald J. Trump's advice.
I understand, but that was my exact weekend. That's everything that I went through all rolled up in a nutshell.
Really?
Not that nut. Quit giggling.
That's crazy though, isn't it? So
yes.
It's a karmic element we've got in the purple arrow. There is that Pluto sun, the conjunction of the Pluto and the sun, of the sun illuminating things that we don't like to see.
But if you think about it, if we don't see them, we're not going to be able to figure them out and repair the situation. So it's something we need to see.
It's the beginning of starting to see things. But you know what I don't like about that transit is it's going into his. Well, that makes sense. It's going into his. I thought, oh, it's going into his house of health. Crap. But that's a new job, day-to-day routine. It's your daily routine. It's a new. Okay, there we go.
He's starting a new job.
New job.
New routine.
New routine. Up in the 10th house, which is where the president is. Jupiter is in direct conjunction with his Uranus. I'll stop laughing. Stop it, Greg. It's not you and Greg. It's so funny. Every time I say Uranus, he like yesterday we were talking. He's like, Uranus. I'm like, it's Uranus. No, it isn't. It's up Uranus. And then he started laughing like you are. Damn Scorpios. I go, you're perverts.
Yes. Actually, Scorpios are preverts. We think of everything like that before pervert even comes up with it.
Oh my God.
We are preverts.
You're okay. So what does that mean? So that's just going to be unexpected. Expect the unexpected. We've got the orange circle. We've got Uranus. There we go again. Back up at his midheaven again. Up in Taurus. There it is. Getting ready to go into Gemini.
Something that I find interesting is you've got your purple line on the bottom, and then your orange circle up on the top. Purple and orange are on opposite spectrums of the color wheel. They're opposites. So that's interesting to me.
Cool.
And they're opposite on your chart. Not only one's on the bottom, one's on the top, one's a straight line, one's a circle. Opposite.
You know, he's got Mars conjunct Venus, which is a wonderful transit too. But here we go. Mars is conjunct Saturn too in his 11th house. That's Congress. That is getting so much done with so much energy. And I mean, hit the ground running.
That's what they're going to do the first day. As soon as he is sworn in, he's going to that desk and he's sitting down. And he's going to be on Congress to work with him in order to help.
He'll get it. He'll get it. He'll get it. Other than that, I couldn't see, you know, like the Algol's up there too, up at that midheaven too, though. See, so Uranus is getting ready to go.
But Algol has protected him 3 times.
3 times.
You've proven that in his charts.
Yeah, it's 3 times. All 3 times.
All 3 attempts, Algol was right there protecting.
Right,
him.
the same thing.
Yes.
So, where's Mars? Mars is in the 11th house. Mars is in Cancer right now. Let me tell you about Mars in Cancer. Mars doesn't like to be in Cancer. Doesn't make him as strong and as assertive. So that's a good thing.
So
that's a good thing.
We get a little bit of a reprieve.
Right. And the moon is going to be in Libra. Very balanced. Very, very balanced that day. Hitting Chiron. The moon are the people.
Wounded healer.
Healing. United States is in its Chiron return right now, too, which is good.
Well, let's look at this. He got a bullet put through his ear. So he got wounded and he's trying to heal the country.
Terrible. This is the actual inauguration chart. That Pluto Mars opposition that was around on New Year's Eve is separated. I put that in pink, so that's not happening.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't. Nothing. Well, Sun is opposing Mars, but it's wide. Okay, so we're good there.
Inauguration day should be okay.
We hope.
But I'm just going to throw this out here with all this energy that we've got, and we've said this for a while, and it's a good idea to do anyway. Just pay attention to your surroundings. When you're walking down the street, pay attention. When you're walking through the mall, pay attention. When you're driving in traffic, pay attention.
This week on the 15th, that's a heads up week because the sun is going to be opposing Mars, and that could be people driving fast.
Yeah. Oh, I think she's more than likely going to do that, Michelle. She says, you might want to keep a check on his chart even after he's in office. I bet you're going to do that, aren't you, Joe?
God, I know this chart I know it. I wanted to show you this too, because what is going to be fabulous. This is the USA chart from July 4th, 1776. All the planets are in Cancer. The United States chart is a Cancerian chart.
Yes, it is.
No question about it.
And this full moon is in what?
Cancer. There's no doubt about it. So next June, Jupiter moves into Cancer, and that is going to be lighting up the U.S. chart for a lot of abundance, a lot of blessings. It's really a good placement. Neptune and Saturn are going into the fourth house of the homeland, which is phenomenal. I like that.
What's the fourth house? I can't remember.
Homeland.
Homeland. Okay.
Homeland.
That makes perfect sense.
The orange is Pluto. The orange arrow showing Pluto is just destroying the media right now.
Again, the purple and the orange are on opposite sides. Interesting.
I didn't know I did that on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. So the USA chart looks pretty good until we get up to that. Uranus gets up to Gemini, and then that can be a little iffy. That's a Uranus return. That can be a little explosive, but we're not going to worry about that for a while.
We hope not, Michelle. I really do. I hope not.
What?
She said, I feel like someone is still going to try something.
Well, they very well could. They very well could. He's got. Let me show you on his chart that I don't like.
They finally upped his security, if I'm thinking right. So that's going to help.
What I don't like, and I'm going to show you when. He's got Mars sitting right there on his ascendant. See that where Mars is sitting in Leo? It's just sitting right there.
Okay.
When Pluto starts to move up a little bit more, that's going to go into opposition. And I don't even think it's this year. I don't like Pluto-Mars opposition, like in that area, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's going to be a while. I don't like that, but he's had it before.
We shall see. It's kind of like your sun sign and your moon sign saying, "You want to fight? Come on, you want to fight?"
Oh yeah, they're fighting. But I mean, we'll see. There's a lot of stuff that we might not know is going on.
Yeah,
we can't listen to all this fear mongering,
and it's everywhere.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
The astrologers, the tarot readers, they are using this to get clicks. Hey, here's a reading. Something terrible is going to happen. If you want to know how to handle this, message me and I'll give you $100 reading in order to tell you how to handle this.
Exactly. No. Don't listen to them.
No.
They're grifting.
Just let things flow.
Yeah, because we got, that grifting is Neptune sitting at the last possible degrees of Pisces and scamming too. Be very careful of scamming right now.
Yes.
Of checks and scamming. And I'm calling you to get your information. That's with Neptune up where it's at. It's right up there. If you look, it's just getting ready to move into Aries, and it's right at the last degree of Pisces.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know all about scammers. I should be careful with my words. it wasn't exactly that I got scammed, but somebody was monitoring my internet connection, got past the firewall. And when I was making an online transaction on a stock purchase, gone.
See.
And it was a large amount of my insurance funds. And that really hit my life in a very negative aspect. But I accepted it. I figured out how to get around it and move on. And with any luck, someday I'll get a little bit of it back. I did hear from the FBI. They did catch the sons.
See, there you go. You're going to get it back.
You know, they collected over $200 million from these people so far.
Good. That's what they should be out there doing.
And they said somewhere between 3 to 5 years, there might be a percentage. So there's a possibility I might get a little bit.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
So I'm praying because
Hey, honey, at least they caught him. That's a great sign.
Yeah. And at one time, hey, you know, I was just with spirit, you know, if nothing else, catch them so they can't do this to anybody else.
They're good at it.
Yeah.
They're good at it. That North Node is coming back into his 7th house too. That's open enemies. It's open enemies. It's partnerships. It's diplomacy.
Yes. I got to read Laura's comment here. She had a fake medium come to her saying that she has news for her and so forth. And she told her, do you know you're talking to a real medium, right? I went, I haven't done that. You know, you got these scammers. You'll make a comment
That's
on a
hilarious.
post, and all of a sudden, hey, beautiful soul, blah 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 blah. Message me. I have this message. Blah 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 blah. So I'll message them, and I will read them. Gone, blocked.
Yeah. That's so funny. I think it's going to be okay. I do. I think, you know, when we were looking at his chart in July, I told you, I don't like this. I don't like this. But I think this is okay.
Yeah. And Lois's comment, you know, stay positive. They told her no chance to catch them.
See, they at least caught his. Yeah.
They told me the same thing. You know, they're overseas. There's not a lot we can do. Just protect yourself in the future. And I gave them very detailed information, screenshots of this. I kept everything. And the information I gave them, I think actually helped catch these people.
Good.
Just keep putting out to the universe.
Well, I think you'll get it.
We'll catch them.
I think you'll get it. I think it'd be great.
But do it in a positive aspect. You know, that's one point I wanted to make about all these scammers out there. You know, doing the doom and gloom thing. The more people that are following their doom and gloom, the universe hears that. Guess what you're going to get? You're going to get doom and gloom.
Yeah.
It might not be the global doom and gloom, but you'll get your own doom and gloom. So what do you need to do with that? You need to take it and sit down with it and feel it and learn and process it and heal it.
I just don't listen to it. I laugh at it. It's like, you know what? And I'll be honest with you. If something's going to happen, there's not a lot we can do about it. We got to be positive. I think it's going to be fine.
If tomorrow the news came out saying the scientists say there is a 100% chance of an asteroid hitting the Earth on such and such date, and it's going to wipe out civilization and knock us back into the Stone Age. You know what I'm going to do?
I'm going to go get a Reese cup.
And I'm going to walk downstairs. Okay, I got a hamburger helper. I got a hamburger in the fridge. I got some water.
Not me.
I'm going to check my gun safe, and I'm like, okay.
Not me. I'm going to go get candy. I'm going to go get a big shake.
I can and enjoy the hell out of life until it happens.
I'm going to go get a bag of Reese cups and a big shake from UDF with cookie dough in it and say, come on, asteroid.
Live for the moment until you can't.
And a bottle of tequila.
It's in the fridge.
Yeah.
It's in the fridge.
That's what I'm gonna do. Then I won't, and I'm not gonna clean the cat box. I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm getting the big Reese cups too. I'm
Yeah,
not getting the little tiny ones.
get the big ones.
I'm getting the big jumbo ones. I'm gonna eat the whole bag. Oh, I'm gonna go get a Big Mac too while I'm out.
There you go. And that's what I did, Lois. I gave it to the universe. I knew there was nothing I could personally do to catch these people other than what I already, the information I
You
gave.
did.
And everybody told me there is no way. You just give it up. There ain't nothing. Don't keep putting it out.
No, they didn't.
It's done.
I didn't tell you that.
Not you, but most people that I know. And I didn't let that happen. I kept putting it out in a positive manner. They're going to catch them, but I handed it to Spirit.
Yeah.
And eventually, right now, I'm in a kind of a poor situation, health wise.
Jupiter.
Need to get some things done, and to get things done, you need funds. So I'm trying to find a workaround with that. So I'm just trying to figure things out. I'm letting things flow, and I will figure it out. I always do. Sometimes it just takes a while.
Well, in June, Jupiter will be going to your fourth house, which is home. And you would fix up your home, and Jupiter would give you abundance and blessings to do so.
That would be very appreciated.
So it might happen.
That would be appreciated. But you know what I'm going to do?
What?
Trump's going through the FBI.
Shit, that'll be trying and all that stellium of yours in the 8th house. You're going to get it next year.
I hope. I'm praying. But Trump's going through the FBI, making all these changes, replacing people as soon as he gets in. And so once he gets that done, I'm gonna call the White House. I have before. I was on city council. I have called the White House many times. And I'm gonna call my senators and my congressmen.
Good.
And I'm gonna email them and say, okay, why does it take 3 to 5 years for a scam victim to get their funds back?
Because it would.
It needs to go faster.
It would.
Now, I understand taking time to follow the money trails, to confiscate all the funds. I get that. Confiscate as many funds as you can. But if they have them, they have the information to all their funds. See, thinking of my words carefully. Say person A lost X amount, person B lost X amount. Take the number of people that lost money divided by,
Did they recoup the money?
And everybody gets, say, 75% of their money back, and that's how everybody can get something back.
Well, I would stay on them and follow up.
Oh, I am. That's why I'm calling the White House.
But that's going to be trying in that 8th house. Your stellium's in the 8th house, right?
I think so.
That's money. That's other people's money.
Yes.
Yes.
And yes, Michelle, home can also be your physical body.
Not in the physical body in astrology is your first house, 1st and 6th.
Right. I get both of those, what she's saying and what you're saying.
Yeah. But in astrology, in the houses, it's the 4th. It's home.
Yep.
Like your roots, your lineage, ancestors, family. But it's home.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be lighting up that 8th house of yours. You got a good year coming.
I'm praying.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Jump on that.
I've been praying for a long time. Asking Spirit, setting intentions, new moon, full moon.
You got to have a plan.
Been working on myself. I've got a plan. I just got to make myself sit down and do it.
Yeah. That's what they're waiting for. I'm going to look up your stellium.
Okay.
I know it's there, isn't it?
It's there somewhere. I just can't remember where.
It's the 8th house.
Well, I thought so, and you did too.
I'm almost positive.
8 is you turn it sideways. It is infinity. to infinity and beyond.
I'm looking. Okay, here you are.
Yeah, I'm right here.
No, I mean, you're on the phone. It says
Hi,
show.
Thor. That was an actual cat in the background, just saying. Thor. Nope. He's like, nope, I'm out. She is studying intently.
Who?
You.
Now I'm looking for your chart.
Oh, okay.
It's in here. I just had it pulled up. I know it is.
Mine's down on my dining room table in a pile of papers. I need to organize.
I'm going to tell you when, but that's this week. I think we're going to be fine with the inauguration.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's going to be fine.
I think it's going to go off pretty much without a hitch. That's what I'm feeling anyway. Just, put the feels out.
I don't know why it's not giving me this. Maybe because I got the computer going.
That's okay. It's all right.
I'll look. I'll find it. I'm almost positive. But that's this week and the inauguration and Trump's chart. I think he's fine. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But for now, I don't like the drones, but
they've been kicking around since, we had them in Nebraska in like 2018, 2019 flying around. And everybody told us, no, there's nothing there. It's conspiracy theory. No, people got pictures of these things. And, now they're in New Jersey. The news is reporting on them. It's no longer conspiracy theory. They are real, even though nobody knows where they came from, who sent them up,
they know exactly what they are.
Yeah.
They know exactly where they are. They know exactly where they came from, too. They know. Hopefully, we'll know soon.
An SUV-sized drone. That is going to be your GOV. Just saying.
That's a big drone.
Yes. That is money and tech. That
could have bombs on it.
GOV.
That could have weapons on it.
Well, let's look at weapons. DEWs, direct energy weapons.
Yeah.
We have been called conspiracy theorists for stating that they exist. There is proof that they exist. There are patents. You can look them up. There are videos of them retrofitting a airliner in order to house the laser for this. The tech that they have out, they not only have lasers that are direct energy weapons, they can put them in satellites, planes, what have you. They also have sound-based direct energy weapons where they can drop an entire group of people, say a concert, they hit that, and the vibration and the sound, it instant pain, and everybody drops. I've seen videos of that also. And then what we don't know is out there. I mean, if you think the tech that they're showing us, they're probably 20 years ahead in what they have hidden.
Yeah. At least.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that tech is going to be shown in the next few years. Med beds, this, that, the other thing. David Wilcock is working on an anti-gravity vehicle based off of Tesla's.
They've already got them. They've got them. I mean, they've got them. They've got cars that don't have people driving them. They're using them. They've got all the tech. They've got it.
Right. But this is actual anti-gravity. It's different than self-driving cars. It's actual anti-gravity based on Tesla's ideas, along with Einstein's theory of relativity. I'm trying to think of how it works. there's a sphere inside of a square. Somehow it pushes out energy and vibrations, and it can actually raise a vehicle. And that's something Einstein was looking at with time travel, is bending space and time, anti-gravity, how the force of gravity has on time. So we're really looking at some pretty major discoveries.
I want one. So,
and that's entirely possible, Laura. She's, they're aliens, not government. That's entirely possible. It could be both. We don't know. There is no doubt in my mind that aliens have been to this planet, that they exist. I'm convinced of that. No one will convince me otherwise.
yeah.
So who knows?
Who knows?
There's proof that the government has been working with them for decades. They've made agreements. I won't go into those agreements right now, but the proof is out there. It's just the media calls the ones that find the proof and put it out conspiracy theorists, and then all of a sudden that scientist, oh look, they died in a car crash. Oh look, they had a heart attack.
They were on their way to the Clintons.
Yes.
That was
and
Hillary's friend.
Gail brings up a good point. They've already shown us with movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Look at how many things the Simpsons have called out.
That's weird.
And in movies, the Twin Towers have, well, what'd they do? If you watch the movies, and I don't know how they're doing this yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. But years before an event happens, Hollywood calls it out.
Yeah.
Somebody in there has some inside information from the GOV. It's getting leaked out. It's getting fed. They make a movie about it to warn us, hey, this could happen in the future. Pay attention.
Yep.
My opinion. X-Files. Yes, love the X-Files.
Oh, everybody loved
Out
the
there.
X-Files. So, well, I'm going to get off here. We're done. It's
Yep, me too.
9:15. So,
Me too.
have a great, safe week, everybody.
You too. We'll see you later, Joni. Thank you
All
very
right. Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.
much. Have a good evening. It's going to be an interesting year. Like we said, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, just like the last 4 or 5 years. Different people are going to handle it differently. The best thing you can do, in my opinion, is to sit down, feel your feels, figure out where they're coming from, why they're coming, talk to yourself, work through it. If you need to, ask for help. There's hotlines out there. There's therapists, there's friends, there's family, there's clergy, there's coworkers. There's all kinds of people you can talk to about this stuff. The last thing I want to see anybody do is show themselves out the door. I'm going to put it that way. Like I said earlier, I recently lost somebody due to that. They decided to let themselves out the door. And during paranormal investigations, I have dealt with many people who have done that. Bible says you go to purgatory, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, what I've found, and I'd say this is my opinion, but it's not. This is what I found. Can I prove it? No. But most of them stay here because of the shame and the guilt. And when they don't cross over, that pain and guilt stays with them. What they were trying to escape from in life stays with them on that other plane. And I told this person many times, it won't be worth it. Don't do it. I've talked them out of it several times. And just like a past client of mine that I lost, I talked her out of it many times, and they both waited until I wasn't available to attempt to help them. I postponed, but that's all I did. Told them it's not worth it. And somebody else, not even me, I got the message afterwards, but she went to somebody that I know and talked to that person and said, Keith said it wouldn't be worth it, and it's not. And that person messaged me, and that hit. That's how I knew exactly who she was talking to. Just let things flow. Enjoy the hell out of the happy times. Accept the not so happy times. You wake up and it's a shit day. Sit on the edge of your bed and say, okay, this is a shit day. Then ask yourself, how am I going to handle this shit day? What am I going to do in order to get through it and try to make it a better day? Have that conversation with yourself. Make a plan to attack the day. Not attack, but you know what I mean. It can really help. Like I said, if you need help, ask for it. If you ask some person for help and they can't, find somebody else. Sometimes they're going through their own things and they don't have enough energy to help somebody else. And that's okay. That is okay. I've had to turn down people before because I was stuck here in my own stuff that I had to deal with. So I recommend to somebody else. We will get paranormal clients. And at that time, our team is not up to par. We all have our things that we're going through. And so I'll recommend the case to somebody else that I trust. Other teams have recommended cases to us. It's just what you do. So just please take care of yourselves. Take care of others, your family, your friends, but especially take care of yourself. So on that note, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And we will see you here in a couple weeks. Thank you.